Alright, asshats, it is the Week 1 recap video going into Week 2. Now, for those of you that have been watching these videos for a while, you know I don't normally like to start the video by talking about myself. It's not really something I'm a big fan of. But what I do love doing is giving Kirch a hard time. I think you probably know where I'm going with this. He ran his mouth big time all day Sunday. I know many of you guys kind of watched the evening game Sunday, then the night game on Monday, and kind of were able to watch play-by-play as I slowly caught up and defeated him by a scant 1 point after all the trash talk. However, the person that did not watch any of those games or have any idea what was going on was Mr. Kirch himself, which means I had the privilege of giving him a phone call and letting him know that despite the unfathomable possibility of me coming back and beating him, that did in fact happen. And guess what, for all of you guys, I recorded the conversation.
Hey, John. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, how are things in Dallas? Yeah? Boring. They're boring? Did you by any chance watch the Ravens game this evening?
I did not.
No, you didn't, huh? I've got a question for you. The medications and soothing aloe that Sandy had offered to pick up for me, did she pick those up?
No way.
Because you may have noticed last night in the Denver game, Demarius Thomas scored 23 points, which brought me to 17 points down. And then the Ravens defense, which held the opposition to 13 points while recording 4 sacks, a forced fumble, and an interception for a touchdown. They brought me 18 points, which brought my total to 154. Which I don't know how good you are at math with your leadership degree, but that is one higher than the 153 that you had previously scored.
Oh my God! Wow!
So I consider you a good friend, and I know that Sandy was going to be so good to me with, I quote, some medications and soothing aloe to help me recover from the ass pummeling I took. I wanted to make sure that she had those ready for you. I mean, after all, she is a nurturer. So,
I'm speechless. Wow.
So, anyway, you enjoy the remainder of your trip in Dallas, and don't worry, I'll take care of Sandy while you're gone. As you know, I always do.
Wow.
And hey, buddy, you can just take comfort in the fact that you had the second highest point total in Week 1.
Oh my God. That's insane. That's congratulations. That's the only thing I can say. And I'll go get my apple. Holy. Unreal. Wow. Congrats.
Well, thank you very much, sir. So, I wish you well, and I hope you have some luck on the waiver wire, since you're now not going to be the lowest on the list. Maybe you can get Jason Witten back.
Man.
So, all right, buddy. You have a good night and a safe trip home.
See you when I get back.
All right, take it easy.
So I hope that you all accept that as an early Christmas present. And all joking aside, Kirch, your team actually does look really good this year. You did finish with second highest points. And I know I, for one, am on the edge of my seat to see how you're going to blow a game every single week for the next 14 weeks. With that said, you do move on to play Becker this week, the reigning league champion. Becker's also the first person to feel bad that they didn't handcuff a running back. Fred Jackson is not looking so hot for these next couple weeks. But don't worry, I'm sure Doug Martin will keep up that stellar performance. Tampa Bay is really on the rise. Becker did, of course, beat Hoofy. Hoofy, I gotta say, all of my predictions from last week were spot on. Eli Manning is a so-so fantasy quarterback, and Wes Welker and Marcus Colston sure had their quarterbacks spread the balls all around them, but not necessarily to them, or as they're used to on the weekends, on them. But at least you're getting a little aggressive on the trades. Good pickup on Witten. That last trade is pretty sure going to get him a lot of value on the trade market. Hoofy will be playing Mikey T this week. Now, Mike actually really did a good job of navigating the problem of being a big homer, as we all know that he is with Dallas. He expertly sat Felix Jones in exchange for Cedric Benson, who scored 1 point as opposed to the 0 that Felix got him. So definitely a depth move there. But in all seriousness, he did for some reason decide to get Kevin Ogletree, so he's got him on the bench, and I'm sure he'll put up 31 every week also. Mike just smashed up Matt pretty good. Matt actually looks like he is the first possible victim of starting a team with a missing player, because for some reason the Lions defense are on his bench and he does not have one in his lineup. So Matt, take this as a friendly nod towards you to go ahead and fill that spot and not be the first person to lose a draft pick. I think we can all agree that Kirch is the one that should get that honor. Don't you dare steal it from him. Also, Torrey Smith, despite an amazing play and an amazing game, only got you 8 points, so you might want to look elsewhere outside of your last name. Matt is now set up to play against Myko. Myko, 2 30-point quarterbacks. That's awesome. Now, I noticed you're giving Hoopy a little bit of guff about his trade proposal on the board. But if you think about it, you might want to look at that. Maybe trade one of those 30-point quarterbacks in exchange for a running back that can score more than 4 points. Maybe Mod Bradshaw. Maybe grab that Packers defense, who I don't know offhand what they scored last week, but I'm sure it was more than the negative 4 points the Bengals D got you. And then, Eli's at the very least a serviceable backup quarterback. Let's see. Myko had beat Mark. Of course, Mark, you really probably should listen to all those blogs and pundits and people you listen to. I think that you've already called out yourself. If AP had been in the game, you would have won, but woulda, shoulda, coulda. The nice thing is you are playing against Maria, so one of you in the Juwan Bowl this year is guaranteed to get a win, although that doesn't guarantee that you won't still both be the 2 lowest scores of the week. I think that's actually very, very likely. Maria, a lot of points on your bench this week. No wonder that Eric easily crushed you. Eric, good week. Good stuff. You have a very solid team and a solid spread of points. That's why I'm so glad that we're playing you this week. Calvin Johnson has gangrene in his foot, and that'll really make things a lot easier for me as I remain undefeated. With that said, guys, that's what I've got. I wish you all a wonderful week, and good luck licking my nuts.